Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, aka I'm Ghostbuster, and today we're going to be taking a look at Imagine Earth Planetary Colonization on Xbox consoles. Now, this was released onto the Xbox Store on the 9th of the 7th, 2021, and it's developed and published by Serious Brothers, and I was lucky enough to get a copy of the game from them to do the review and sort of first impression video, so big thank you to them for providing me with that. Now, this game is a strategy game where you're basically building up colonies on sort of different planets. So basically, you basically work for a smaller company, and all the like the big corporations of the world are sort of spread out across the galaxy to get more resources, basically. So you're basically trying to grow your thing and compete against your rivals. So it says here, establish space trade and research to lead your corporation into wealth and prosperity, find allies, compete against rivals, and protect your civilization from natural disasters and climate change. So I've been really enjoying this game. Like I say, it's a very sort of resourcey sort of strategy game, which I really like. And the first thing out of the gates, it looks really nice. It's got gorgeous visuals. I must admit, it looks absolutely fantastic. Just the time and effort that's been put to make everything look sort of different and alien and sort of spacey, and all the different sort of areas and the planets and stuff, they all have different sort of things that make them stand out, which I thought was really, really nice. I love it when a game has like different sort of themes to each area, just so they pop, basically. So I really like that. Now, I didn't think much of the tutorial. I think that could definitely use a bit of a tweak, but because I was sort of confused with some of the interface when I first started playing, but after a while you eventually get used to it and sort of figure out where everything is. I just think they could have maybe done a sort of better sort of explanation there. But like I say, it's really cool. It's got loads of stuff to do. It is a optimized for Series X and S game, so it has 4K resolution, 60 frames per second. It's also Xbox One X enhanced. You can play it on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. It's got smart delivery, and it's priced at £20.99, so it's not overpriced. I think that's a really decent price for the sort of quality you get in here. So it says basically Imagine Earth is a real-time planet simulation and build-up strategy game. So your job is a manager of a space colony, and you've got to explore and populate distant planets, build up thriving and profitable colonies on a global scale, and trade resources and goods into space. Now, you've basically you've got to also not just think about your profits, you've also got to think about like environmental issues, sort of like your emissions and your pollution and stuff, because they affect the planets you're living on. So like you increase the temperatures and stuff like that of these planets. So it's got a good message to it as well. I mean, I think some people will probably complain about that, but I thought it's nice that they've at least got some sort of moral to it, and it does also make you think, I can't just go profit. I've also got to try and like sustain these planets as well. Now, you basically, it says you can raise great cities and satisfy your appetite for resources by building power plants, farms, factories, dig for Idian crystals, pacify riots, research technologies and constructs, and maximise your growth while maintaining a healthy ecosystem. Like I say, I love that the building aspect, there's so much you can sort of build on and expand on and stuff like that. It added a lot to it. There's a lot of depth. It says get ready to deal with threats like asteroid strikes, twisters, wildfires, volcanoes, and rising sea levels. I've kind of touched on that already. Like I say, the planets are also combating you as well, so it's not just like your space raiders and your opponents and stuff like that that you've got to deal with. There's like hostile colonies, but you can sort of trade with natives and merchants, as well as sort of dealing with all the natural sort of disasters and elements and stuff, which I think adds like a whole other side to it, and I think it makes it stand out. That's the one thing I thought stood out to me compared to sort of other sort of space strategy games. I like that the planets all have the different things on them and stuff like that. It's got like trade resource and technology, so merchants and technology traders organise the interplanetary trade and will happily buy all minerals and resources you extract from your territory while selling expensive technologies. The same goes for cooperating colonies and alien tribes that live on some other planets. So like I say, you're not just farming, building, growing, you're also having to sort of work and deal with all these other sort of tribes and other colonies and stuff. So you've got trade and sort of increasing your technological gains and stuff. Like I say, it's so deep. I've only just touched the surface on it, really. Like I say, it's very immersive with so much to do. And I think, like I say, I'm not the biggest sort of strategy game fan. I would class myself as sort of a casual strategy game person. I play a lot of them. But I'm more of sort of an Age of Empires, Rome Total War. I like those ones where you can just jump in and have one battle, jump out sort of thing. I don't normally sink tons and tons of time into games like this. But like I said, I think this is the type of game that will be interesting to both sort of old school sort of veterans that play loads of games and also sort of like people that are more casual like myself. And also, like I say, if you like those sort of city games, you know, like there was the city game on Game Pass. If you like that sort of city building game, you'll also like this. And it like you get those benefits, like when you've got SimCity and you've got to make things adjacent to each other to get the benefits of having them and sort of the bonuses. That's all in this sort of game as well. And the game has got two modes. It's got a campaign mode, that's the main mode, and it's got a competitive mode. So the campaign mode is obviously the game's story, and you sort of go along and you go from one planet to the next. Whereas competition mode is basically you're competing with rival companies on one map. So this feels sort of like a Civilization style, not exactly the same, but that's the best way I can describe it. But like I said, there's loads of different planets with different biomes. I really like the different sort of weather effects, like I've said, and how they affect everything while you're playing. But like I say, this is probably something you'll be interested in if you're into your strategy games. But like I say, check online, research it a bit. Like I say, it is £20.99. There are, I've seen a few people on saying they've struggled with glitches, and it's like the game's hung and it's kicked them out on Xbox, especially Xbox Series X. I haven't had really any issues. I had a couple of glitches, and I got kicked out twice, I think. But I've not had it constantly, and it's not really drawn away from the actual experience I've had. So do your research, have a look into it. Like I say, it's also out on Steam. I believe the original game was kickstarted for crowdfunding or something like that, which I thought was fantastic. And this is a weird one. It's more expensive on Steam. So on Steam it's £22.99, but on Xbox it's £20.99, and normally the PC games are cheaper. So weirdly, you're going to get it cheaper on Xbox. You're going to get the Xbox Series X and S version with the 4K graphics, the 60 FPS, smooth and gorgeous, runs like butter when it wants to. Really nice. And like I say, definitely check it out. It even says here it's got spatial sound, or spatial sound, should I say. But like I say, look into it. Like I say, it is an investment. It's going to take you a lot of time. There's a lot to do. And I can't explain it all in this video. You've just got to play it yourself to sort of get the raw feeling. But like I say, it's got a really nice level of polish. It's got a lot of mode, a lot of depth. So I highly recommend it. So I highly recommend everyone checks it out. Check out Serious Brothers, and a big thank you to them for providing me a copy to do this review. But that's that for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you can give us a like and subscribe, it helps the channel grow in so many ways, and we're heading now towards 500 subs, so it'd be absolutely, we'd all be super grateful if you could hit that subscribe button and just share the video out, let people know about us, and we'll see you soon for more daily videos. Bye for now.